So, uh, Metal Gear Solid 2, eh? This game contains expressions and themes which may be considered outdated. However, these elements have been included without alteration to preserve the Couldn't read it. Loud. So, Metal Gear. I have streamed Metal Gear 1 and 2 on the MSX, and I've streamed Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PlayStation. I have also played Metal Gear Solid 3 on the 3DS. That's actually how I got into the series, with all of its 20 FPS glory. Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops for PlayStation Portable, and Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker for PlayStation Portable. Those are oh, and Revengeance. Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance. So I've played a few of them. I have a decent amount of exposure to the series. I know the story of 2, I know the story of 4 and 5. I've watched full playthroughs of all of them before. Vinny Vinesauce has played all of them. I love the series. As you know, later this year... There we go. Later this year, in August, I think, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is coming out, which is a remake of 3. I want to play it on launch, if it's not ass. If it is ass, I will play the original Metal Gear Solid 3 instead. But I figured, since I haven't streamed Metal Gear Solid 2 yet, and that's the only gap in that timeline for me right now, I figured I'd do it now while I have some time. Because this game is not that long. I think it's only 13 hours, 14 hours or so. So it's, it's pretty cool. I'm using the, loud. I'm using the Switch version of the Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 1, which contains a pretty good version of it, I think. I think it's just, 30 FPS, which kind of might turn people off, but, yeah, I don't know. Curious how long Solid 2 is compared to the previous game, because the other day I played through the entirety of Solid 1 in single setting. It's about 13 hours, I believe. 13, 15 hours, if you do, extra stuff. Everyone remember Raiden from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? Yeah, if I recall, this was his origin. Yep. He's right there. So, unfortunately, that kind of spoils it, because it's kind of a little bit of a surprise, but, yeah, there's a new character in this one. MGS2 depicts 2 events: Solid Snake investigating a new kind of Metal Gear as part of the Tanker incident, as well as Foxhound's newest member, Raiden, taking on a group of terrorists who have captured an offshore facility in the Big Shell incident. In addition to the first-person aiming mechanic, players also gain the ability to hold up enemies and dispose of their bodies. So, I'm gonna check here, make sure everything's set up correctly. So, these collections are interesting. As I mentioned, you have to download all but the original Metal Gear Solid. But also, in addition to downloading the games themselves, you can also then download, extra... Yeah, there's a download section here. Japanese language pack, which I don't think I have. Yeah, no. I don't really care for that. These also come with master and screenplay books, which I think are just kind of So screenplay book is literally just a copy of the script. And I think the master book is kind of like an art book. Recommend this after you complete each game to avoid... Okay, so we'll avoid checking that out. So yeah, you get all the languages except Japanese here, because Japanese was technically on a separate... Yeah. If playing in Japanese, save data is not compatible with other languages. If playing English, French, Italian, German, Spanish, save data is shared across all languages. It is not compatible with Japanese. On the PlayStation version, you get a trophy for reading the entirety of the screenplay. I want this character to be a Shonen, a real pretty boy, the creator. 30 FPS really confuses you because the Vita version had an uncapped frame rate. It didn't always hit 60, but still. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this was one of the games I wanted to stream back when I first started streaming. I actually have thumbnails. Actually, I could probably show them off. Where are they? Back in the day, I used to have very simplistic small thumbnails to match YouTube's old layout. You can see I got this for the early parts, and then I had this for the later parts. So that's how long I've wanted to stream this game. Just never got around to it. I actually had a PC, a cracked PC copy of the updated version of MGS2 back in the day, but it didn't run right, so couldn't really do it. Anyway. Those thumbnails will not be used. I will be doing the normal style thumbnail for my VOD channel. where I take a screenshot and then put the game's logo and my part number over it. Anyway, I might have to turn this down a bit more because it definitely seemed a little loud. Hope your riding quip didn't accidentally spoil anyone, but he's like right there. Yeah, no. I mean, the screen literally said that Raiden's in this. Him being here is a bit of a surprise to new players, but I think most people here and anyone watching this on YouTube, which probably won't be many people, but everyone probably already knows what the deal is here. Quentin Flynn, who we'll be hearing more of later this year, when I eventually play Rechain of Memories. I like how the names aren't matching up with like the footage on the screen. So like said Jennifer Hale on an image of Ocelot. You really didn't think of it, like, it really doesn't feel like it now, but, like, man, this was such a step up from Metal Gear Solid 1. They got the voice of Blinks here. They don't even hide the fact that these are just ports of the 360 PS3 versions, yeah. Again, you know, Konami, they're kind of weird with Metal Gear because of, you know, how, you know, the tension between them and Kojima, which, again, largely Konami's fault, but there's definitely, they figured they could just toss these on a cartridge and people would be happy. And you know what? I'm happy. Still loud. So loud. I mean, that opening shows Raiden right there, so what do you expect? Take a screenshot of this, just because this looks like the old thumbnail I had planned. Press plus button. Snake Tails missions. Snake Tails is like optional stuff, right? I didn't actually pick that, I picked the other option right above it. How many times have I entered my name in the last couple days onto a high scoreboard or something? Select character. I mean, again, the game doesn't really hide the fact that Raiden's here. Most of the Raiden fake-out stuff was in the pre-release stuff. Like, if you knew nothing about the game watching the pre-release stuff, you would have thought Snake was still the main character. Which, the pre-release stuff even misled you, because it showed Snake in areas that he isn't in later in the game. A wrongdoing, Big Shell Evil. Are these actual, like, playable things? How does this work? A wrongdoing. How many pages is this? Okay, only 6, alright. He was in. Snake's underwater infiltration of Big Shell was complete. As he entered an elevator in the lower part of Strut A, he was paused to reflect on his briefing with Campbell. 6 hours earlier, Big Shell had been taken over by a group of heavily armed extremists. Terrorists had kidnapped the president, who was visiting in the Big Shell. Wait a minute, is this the plot of the game? Why is this here? Oh, never mind. These are like alternate... Okay, these are alternate things. Alright, we're not going to do this. We are not, How do I get back to, like, the actual, like, game? Prelude to the prologue. Is it worth doing those first, or should I do the actual main game first? Okay, it's not worth... They're not prologues. They're alternate takes. They're like alternate stories. Okay, so there's nothing there. Special. What's here? Basic Actions, Previous Story, Photo Album, Dog Tag Viewer. I'm sure this is going to be all text. Darkness of Shadow Moses, The Unofficial Truth. Natasha Romanenko. Reviewed by George Franklin. Add in a later version because people are upset about not playing as Snake enough. Some topics in the recent American past of the immediacy and power that still engage our collective imagination. Names like the grassy knoll or Roswell roll off our tongue with deliberateness reserved by most other nations for holy lands. With this new non-fiction account from Natasha Romanenko, Shadow Moses, the scene of a nuclear siege 2 years ago, is set to join their ranks. Official history says the takeover of a nuclear weapons disposal facility on a lonely outpost in the Fox Islands, Alaska, was the work of a radical right-wing group. Their demands for the release of group members incarcerated in federal penitentiaries were never met, and the incident was speedily resolved by the successful deployment of a commando unit, BS, the author asserts. Romanenko says that she served as an advisor to the nuclear emergency search team, They were like bonus stages, yeah, non-canon, and deconstructs what she claims to be a cover-up story by the government with precision. According to the author, Shadow Moses Island was nothing less than the U.S. Army's testing grounds for a top-secret weapon known as Metal Gear Rex, an all-terrain bipedal tank with advanced nuclear capabilities. As for the facility's takeover, Romanenko alleges that it was the U.S. military's own shadowy wetworks force, known as Foxhound, that staged an armed insurrection and a bid for Rex's possession. Government responds to this crisis by sending in a lone operative, a former Foxhound member, known only by the code name Solid Snake, into Shadow Moses. His infiltration is aided by a remote mission control team consisting of an unidentified Colonel Campbell, a Foxhound medical chief, Naomi, a radar and electronics expert, Mei Ling, supposedly a teenager, and the author herself. Once on the island, Snake joins forces with Metal Gear's developer-turned-prisoner, Otacon, to eradicate the weapon of mass destruction. Among the other remarkable characters that make an appearance in Romanenko's expose is another Foxhound commando, a revolver virtuoso named Shalashaska, aka Revolver Ocelot. One of the most controversial allegations in the book deals with the figure's connection to a disavowed Russian militia led by a Colonel Gerlukovich. Romanenko paints a bleak picture of a 1,000-strong, highly disciplined army with nuclear weaponry operating covertly within the American border. Even more irresistible to conspiracy scholars and students of recent history is her thinly veiled suggestion that the whole affair was planned from the beginning by certain forces inside the U.S. government. Oh, it's 10 pages. U.S. Army and the usual suspects of federal agencies have issued a statement denouncing the book as a complete fabrication. It was made up. We made it up. False. Gotcha. Not this time. Not this time. Not this time. However, with the number of detailed eyewitness accounts that back up the author's assertions cropping up daily on the web, the denials serve more to enhance the book's growing reputation. Shadow Moses is an engrossing read for casual and serious readers alike, and promises to involve readers in a meaty debate over the truth of the matter for many years to come. I like the word meaty. Anytime I hear the word meaty, I get hungry for chili. Excerpted from the literary review column, all booked up by the New York Mirror. Oh god, really? 129 pages? No. Yeah, we ain't reading that, Chief. That's a novel. Okay, so this is that's friggin' music. Those 5 figures, Snake, Otacon, Mei Ling, Naomi, and Colonel Campbell, are now something of a mainstay. The representation in Snake's Codex taunts is any indication. Yep. I mean, they were mainstays from the beginning. Alright, we'll figure this out as we go along. I'm not too privy to the controls in this game. No VR missions in this. Missions. It's a separate option. I think these are the VR missions. Wait, really? It's gonna ask me for this shit again? No, thank you. Damn it. We've been playing this for 15 minutes and I haven't actually gotten to the game yet. Oh, I guess I didn't hit save. Yeah, VR missions. VR and alternative missions. Bomb disposal, elimination, hold-up mode. Sneaking mode, weapon mode, first-person mode. There's a lot here, and I am not playing through all of that. Get to the goal without being discovered. Flattening yourself against the wall will help. Time limit, 2 minutes. Ooh, that 30 FPS is definitely noticeable. Okay, you can use the D-pad as well as the,
You know what you're doing.
Cool. Alright. Look at that, I beat one and it didn't do anything. So is it like are the missions exactly the same for Raiden? Guys are here, I want to go to the PS1 standalone VR missions game because of the silly stuff in it. I have played that in full. I haven't streamed it, but back when I first started getting into Metal Gear Solid, I did in fact play that entire game. Bonus missions and all.
Good work, Raiden.
How did I do worse with Raiden than I did with Snake there? It is in this collection. Yes, you're right. It is. So there is another game that I forgot about. .3%. Yeah, I think I'm good. Not working my way towards 100 there. We'll do Snake Tales when I beat it. Alright, Radar and Sons of Liberty does not appear during intrusion view. Appears even during intrusion view. Blood on. Real-time cutscenes full screen. Letterbox, we'll do full screen. Caption on, brightness adjustment, own view normal, reverse. Quick changes unequip, item window, group. Okay. I think that might be good on its own. Alright, you could choose the chapters individually. Well, we're doing the whole game, so tanker plant. Technically 2 versions of it, since I guess the European version has some differences, enough to justify putting it in there. It might just be languages. Like, the American version might just only be in English. Confident players for non-action experts for beginners. Well, as much as I don't like erring on the higher side of difficulty, I'm doing normal. This story is fictional. Any and all similarities to characters, groups, or other entities in real life are coincidental.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses had been out in the cold too long.
GWB. It's weird that seeing this game because it takes also those cutscenes are really, really Vaseline-y. They really did not upscale any of this in the HD. It's weird seeing this game because it takes place like so you know the general setting of it, even though it's not actually in New York. It takes place. It starts in New York City. So it's interesting seeing it because it's a location I've been to many, many times. I'll say that even though Konami's kinda the fact that they put MGS 3 in this collection and then also are remaking it and not delisting the original is it's good. It's a good move on their part. Say, is there rumble? And I just felt my controller rumble, so yes, it's... This game might actually be the one you know least about, so you're excited to see it now. Nice. Don't expect amazing gameplay, because I'm not very... If I recall, I'm not super great at this, but... It's gonna take a while for me to get used to the controls again.
Right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
Love the stock footage sound effects in this cutscene. The electricity noises, the lightning noises. Which I guess technically those phrases could be interchangeable, but... Anyway, we're gonna get into sleep because keeping your eyes open is starting to get rather difficult. Okay, well, thank you for coming, Merc. Okay, I talked right over the title reveal. Great.
Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mailing's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that
Chattering Lori.
flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
Yeah, you could fuck around with the codec
The
portraits.
mission objective is to make visual
this by using the
confirmation of
sticks.
the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
Still cringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic
Whoa,
round will
stop
vary
the-
depending on
all
what
this
part of the
tutorialing.
body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake, cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
It really does, like, it's just expecting you to, like, figure it out later. Like, all that's automatic, everything that just happened there.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please. I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo.
I saw pastime and I thought
below the
pasta
deck.
for some
You see
reason.
the entrance to
I
the
don't know
holds?
why. I must be
Looks
getting
like there are
hungry.
a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What?
And then some
Looks like we're
squelchy
the only ones
noises.
after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
Murder, apparently.
Ship's controls.
Otacon. How many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
That's such a weird, arbitrary number.
AKS 74U. Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair.
Yeah, I think he's Russian, guys.
I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
They gotta emphasize that he puts on the hat so you know he's Russian. Camera works the same as your old one, like how he says when the camera was completely optional in the previous game, yeah. Too fond of the 2D sprite codecs, it's a bit weird seeing it upgraded. It's...
KA-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
It's interesting to me because, again, MGS3 was my first Metal Gear game, and that
We need to get
handles
fixed on
codecs
who
very
they
differently.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
There's no
Not
sprites on it, it's just the
necessarily. It
image
could
of
be
Snake in the background.
KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96.
I like how they talk about that as if it's a
no
normal
mailing
thing.
this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Okay. Oh, that fires automatically? Damn it. Okay. B for crouch, hold for crawl. I think A is going to be melee. R is first person mode. Except... Ooh, okay, I'm not too fond of the controls. I wonder if there's motion control. Hey, One Bird, thank you for the raid. Lifeform sense, detect sensor vibrates on enemy approach. All the vibrations will be off when sensor is activated. Press Y for photos, zoom in with A, zoom out with B, use L and R to scroll left and right among the picture previews. Okay. Pretty good. My stream's going pretty well. How's your stream going? Or how'd your stream go? Give you a shout out. Not shout, shout out. What are we playing tonight? Mario Sunshine? The fact that nothing is mapped to the right stick here is like, I'm not liking that. Ooh, this is, yeah. Alright, we gotta futz with the options a little bit here. Press Y to aim, release to fire, equip with laser pointer. Can't read quirky filters and stickers to put stuff on your photos. It was Balacho. Forgot to change the game. I've been playing that lately, though. Wii Joker and Hat Builds, my beloved. You are also Bird. Hello, Zachary. Nice to meet you. Okay, so that works like that. No roll in this game? Oh, no, it is. Oh, shit. Pentazemin. Okay, first person mode does not stay locked in. Aft deck. There's no menu here.
What you're wielding right now is a converted Beretta M92F, designed to fire tranquilizer rounds. A direct hit will knock the target unconscious. Think of those rounds as tiny syringes. The impact of the round causes the mixing of two chemicals in the shell. The resulting gas compresses a tiny piston and injects the tranquilizer in the bullet's tip into the target's skin. The tranquilizer's effects are felt at different times depending on where the bullet lands. A head or heart shot will take effect immediately, but a round that hits somewhere like feet or hands will take a while. Use the first-person view attack for maximum accuracy. The gun is fitted with a suppressor, so there's no need to worry about alerting the enemy with the noise. But since it is a tranquilizer gun, the M9 has its limitations. All it can do is knock the enemy unconscious. Keep that in mind.
You're half hawk, half chameleon? Oh, nice. I'm a cartoon bird, so I'm not really anything. I say I'm a parrot. Saving this game for this part's funny.
You want to save, Snake?
So in the original game, you get little Chinese proverbs from Mei Ling, and I think Otacon tries to do the same thing here and just completely fucks them up. Okay.
Snake, you of course know the saying, one for all for one?
What is this all of a sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared. It's from the Three Musketeers. The book, not the candy bar. Anyway, it means that if you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang up on you too, I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling, but you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
Great.
Alright, nothing there. Controller settings. Punch button A, crawl button B, crawl on the ground like a baby. Action button, ready, unready weapon is L stick, lock on is L, first person view is R, item, weapon. So there's really like there's no like gyro manual, like gyro controls or anything, huh? Can't change individual sound settings. Alright. $30, 40 minutes in and I'm finally playing the game. Can I just, like, climb over that? Yeah, you gotta press X. Chaff G. Getting late for you. Hope the rest of your stream goes well. Thank you. And thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I'll take good care of your community. Thank you. I'll see you around, Lumber. Wait! No, move. Snake, what are you doing?
Over there.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Increase defenses on half-deck door area.
Alright.
Ensure that the intruder does
Gonna
not
lock in
gain
here.
access to the ship.
Again, it's weird, like, going into first person and still having to use a single stick. Like, this double stick only works for that on that codec screen. It doesn't do anything gameplay-wise. Pains me to say, though, you're close. You're close. Shit. Oh man. All right. Let me early PS2 game moment. Yeah. Yeah, I completely fucked this up. Hold on. There's like no easy way to just like exit the game back to the menu. Yeah, that quits the game entirely. Wow, alright, so we fucked this up. Let's restart it. I'm not prepared for this. Hold on. Yeah, I've seen people with closed species before. I mean, that's fine. It's all good to have something that you know is just limited to you and certain other people. All right, sorry. Now that I know the controls, we'll improve our movement here. Except, not really, because I still can't. A little janky. X seems to be the way to get over stuff. I could probably get him from up here. I'm smart about it. Or not. Asshole.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Increase defenses on half-deck door area.
Having to release the button to fire is kind of weird.
Access to the ship.
Is there a way to, like, get out of aiming without shooting? Rat Ion. delicious, delicious rat ions.
Snake, go through that door into the ship's interior. Push the action button down in front of the door and wait until the door opens before letting go.
Push the X
If
down.
you need to open the door faster, hit the action button repeatedly while you turn the handle.
The
Make
X.
sure you keep doing it until the door's open.
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert.
Uh-oh. Man, the radius that they could see you is much farther than the map. The radar makes it seem. Alright, still getting my... Still get my leggings here. My jeggings. My jean... ooh. Oh, that's water. I thought that was like some weird graphical glitch. Okay. Oh, the footprints are gonna cause an issue, aren't they? Ring that neutralizes electronic devices temporarily. Press Y to aim, release to throw. Meal ready to eat to restore life. Press A to use. Life automatically recovers when equipped when down to 0 if equipped. Never mind. Blah, 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 blah. Absorbent pads to stop blood loss when bleeding. Press A to use while having it selected in the window. Pentazemin. Benzodiazepine anti-anxiety medication. Serves as muscle relaxant. Treats autonomic imbalance. Used with A. That's for aiming. How much ammo do I have? 11 out of 46. Okay. Did the PNG tuber freeze? Yeah, it did. It froze when I put it away. Love this program sometimes, you know? I think it's time I move on to a new PNG tuber program once I get like another form. There we go. Perfect timing to come back.
Good.
Where'd my other photos go? The photo of the guy disappeared. Take that. 9 bullets. Move this over here so it's not in the way anymore. There we go. Damn it. No. Controller. Control. No, what are you doing, Snake? Snake!
There's somebody there.
It's like a slight rumble when the heartbeat's going off. Okay, I gotta figure out the controls here, because, like, the push and release is very weird. And it doesn't work the way I want it to. What does this do? What am I doing? Again, I took advantage of the analog buttons on the PS2 controller. It translates weirdly to a controller without that. Okay, wait. Alright, clicking in the left stick unreadies the weapon when you have it up as well. Okay, yeah, it's a very weird control scheme. Like, definitely made for, like, definitely, like, early 3D... mechanics at play here. It's a little too far away. How did it not hit? Where's the laser sight? Oh, I did get him. Okay. I can't tell.
What's going on? Respond. We've lost contact with Deck A. Backup unit, check it out.
Oh no. No. Why is this so difficult?
The situation is normal. All clear.
Now that guy's back. Okay. Alright. How does this work? I could see the laser sight there. Alright,
Snake, get yourself out of sight now. Enemy search parties are on the way. It's a clearing. These aren't sentries you're dealing with. They're searching for you, and they know you don't want to be found. You can't make some feeble attempt at concealment. Make sure you're completely hidden in some place they wouldn't think of searching.
Distracted by the pretty lady. Okay, this is actually, like, rough. I can't figure out what to do, because the controls are, like, fighting me here. Gonna pop it for the night. See you around. Alright, well, thank you for stopping by. And thank you for following, too. I appreciate it. Alright, I have to ask the question. Is there something here I'm not getting? Or am I just not, like... Do I just need to learn the controls better?
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert.
I guess this is... That's peek around corners? There we go. Why couldn't I see the laser sight in his back? Deck A, cruise lounge, starboard. That headband just fucking up. Stun G. Alright, engine room, starboard.
Raven?
Get USP first.
What you're wielding right now is a
We read it this... yeah, wow, we've heard all this before.
Snake, go to the bridge first and find out where this ship is headed. The bridge is on the top level. Go up.
Eye wire.
Good.
Good. Can't sleep because my bed's on fire. Don't touch me, I'm a real eye wire. Psycho killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est? I'm real mature, I know. What do you think?
Snake, don't let the enemy spot you. Once you've been discovered by a sentry, he'll call in reinforcements and there will be an attack. Even you're no match for that level of organized assault. They have better weapons too, remember? We aren't terrorists, okay? Avoid unnecessary confrontations and go for total stealth, all right?
We aren't terrorists. We were just invading on the Marines' official operations. My locker now. Oh. Wasting bullets. There's nothing I could do with him.
Freeze.
Move!
That's an interesting hidey hole right there. Something tells me I'm not supposed to be over here yet. Go up. Alright.
Snake.
I'm not calling. What's happening?
Push the action button near a scalable railing to hang off the other side. This is called hanging. You can use it to move around, hide, and even maneuver around an enemy's back. You can move the stick to move left and right while hanging.
Whoa, did you hear that recording? You can move the stick.
When you're ready to pull yourself up, just push the action button again. A grip gauge appears below the life gauge during hanging. The grip gauge indicates how tightly you're holding on, and steadily decreases as long as you're in hanging mode. When the grip gauge goes to 0, you won't be able to hold on anymore. You need to hoist yourself up before you fall off. Push the A button while hanging to jump down straight below.
The A button?
If the ground is too far below, you'll lose some life.
Said the B button.
In some places, you won't make it at all. Be careful of that.
Push the button. It's like Flood in the Mario collection. Push the button. Boop, boop, boop. Grenade stuns soldiers temporarily. Press Y to aim, release to throw. Okay. This game did get ported to the original Xbox, so you have the proper letter button dialogue. Yeah, except it's not proper at all. Push the stick to hang off the railing. Me when I got this. Yay! Are you fucking me? Hey, thank you for the follow, Watermelon. There we go. Just remember that when I lived in your old apartment, there was a corner store that PS2 copy of this game on sale in its DVD rack. Really? Boop, boop, boop. Yuki, there's that painting! Hold on. Rat ion. Hello, Del Kitagawa. How you doing? Oh, I'm back here. Alright, so that just goes in a circle. Guy should still be knocked out, right? Nope. Did that undo everything? Oh, come the fuck on. Thought they would stay knocked out between loading screens. Those two did. Nope. Don't need that. Don't need that. We're stealthing it up, are we? I'm trying to, but I'm failing miserably because I didn't realize how awkwardly this game controls. Deck B, crew quarters, starboard. Okay, got some M9 bullets. Sort of cheek chap joke, but most of the amount of feathers mufflers. Oh shit! I didn't think you'd actually.
Enemy sight. Requesting backup unit.
Out of here. Oh fucking hell! Oh, because I had to. I cannot believe myself right now. More important things to worry about right now, Jesus. All that did was take me in a circle, too. Wow. What a waste of my fucking time.
Snake, are you bleeding? If your life gauge is down to the point where it's red, the bleeding won't stop. As long as you're bleeding, your life gauge will keep dropping gradually. Besides that, the bloodstains could put the enemy on your trail. The only way to stop the bleeding for good is to let your body recover until the life gauge is green. Rations are the best way to do that. Try to crouch down or assume crawl position and stay still while you're bleeding. Your life will recover bit by bit. I'd recommend that you stay in hiding until the bleeding stops, if possible.
I need to get in that fucking thing anyway. Okay. Well. There we go. I have to do it from the menu. Snake, what are you doing? Alright. So what have I learned right now? I have learned that I am not very good at this. Whew. Alright, give me a second. I need to get my bearings here for a second. Okay. I may have to play this with the PNG tuber off, since it's blocking the, Why does the laser sight not appear all the time? It appears here. Okay, that ration did not respawn. Okay, going outside is not the right move.
You want to save, Snake? Okay, there's a saying that goes, even a bird on high dies a glutton's death, as do the fish of the deeps. The lesson is, don't be greedy. The fish that belonged to a family called the Deeps died from overfeeding, and so did a bird that got high on something, probably fermented fruit.
Okay, if you say so.
Snake's like, you're full of shit.
Don't take unnecessary risks just because you're greedy for more items. Remember the Deep family's fish.
Come all the way over here. Damn it. They really don't want you to be safe trying to hit people. I don't have the USP. Damn it. This is a waste of my time. And bullets. Actually, wait. Ration. Cool. So we do have to go outside. Deck C, crew quarters, port. mooch my way over there. There we go. No, no, don't need to use the chaff grenade. Which I just got one of, so that's cool. Really? Right there? There's a small window to access that.
Snake, wait! Don't move!
I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly.
Semtex.
Plastic explosives. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That sounds about right. There aren't that many infrared beams. Maybe you can get past those without setting off the explosives. If you need to see exactly where the beams are, you can use the usual method. There's a fire extinguisher over there. Break it open and try scattering some of the extinguishing chemicals.
The orange. Box 1. Cardboard box to transport perishable foods, equipped to wear.
Snake, that's the pantry where they keep the food supplies. Huh. Lots of cardboard boxes. You could probably use one to blend in and avoid being discovered.
Orange flower, yeah.
Who is that?
Oh, come the fuck on!
I need help.
Dispatching additional men to Deck D. Ordered to defend the... Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Search team to Deck C. Secure the stairs.
This is not the one with the immense puking, right? No. You're thinking of 3. If you spin your character around, he pukes. And in 4, there's the scene, there's the microwave room. This is the one with the piss later on. Thanks, Troll. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna stop soon. I know this has been an absolute shit show so far.
Withdraw and regroup.
But I've really not gotten my bearings here. Where's the fire extinguisher that they mentioned? Oh, it's past the wires. Whoa! Snake, what are you doing? Don't do that. Gonna alert the guards. Steal his shoes. The fuck? Why wants the Snake steal any of the weapons? So he has lethal weaponry here. Is he stupid?
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
Yeah, ass is right. Otacon, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Did you find out where that ship is headed?
Oh, I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal.
I'm gonna miss the story if I keep doing that. Just casually walking around on my walkie-talkie in a downpour. As Russian soldiers are wont to do. God, I really want that USP. Okay, I came up the stairs. Going that way might not be the smartest idea.
Snake, that door is probably busted. Try the other ones.
How do you know that? Why does he say it like that? Door's probably busted.
Shalashashka has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's
Scuttled.
pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild? You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Yeah, he said a word from the thing. Partial title drop.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now!
That line sounded very, like, echoey.
Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
Damn!
You
A
men,
woman!
You're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads. Wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans. So you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too.
I like that they went to the trouble of modeling her, or texturing her armpit hair.
Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing.
You eat the cheese knife.
It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean.
Is that... Did that knife have like... The knife had like a gun in it? I don't remember that at all.
And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Or did she fire it while she was spinning around the knife?
You a Spencer.
Oh, no, it isn't. It doesn't.
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
Oh, do I actually have to fight her? I am not prepared for a fight. The Spetsnaz knife I'm used to seeing is the ballistic knife, which is a regular combat knife, but you could press a button and it would launch the blade out at a very high speed. Obviously, the downside being that once you launch it, you have no weapon afterwards. It's kind of meant as like a very like last resort type thing. I mean, obviously, knife with a gun in it. Okay, so this is...
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family. We've shared everything, all the bad and all the good. I have no one, nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters to me.
Wasting a lot of shots there when I'm not even standing in front of your field of vision.
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
Ooh, okay.
Take this!
searchlight. Stay out of the line of sight. Not what I meant to do. So she has immunity to tranquilizers when she's stunned. When she's already stunned. That's a good ass shot right there.
Cipher.
My up
The ship
B.
appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cipher.
A Marine Cipher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
Now
You're
the
right.
army?
This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find
What?
out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
E.E.?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap? To lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
You know,
Okay.
just a casual Sunday
Watch your
afternoon.
back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Hell yeah. Finally, lethal force. 9mm handgun. Press Y to aim, release to fire. 15 rounds per magazine. Can attach suppressor. Oh, that doesn't have a suppressor. That's a laser pointer. Okay. Empty magazine. Press Y to hold, release to throw. How long to throw? Okay, that's just for distracting people. What if you could wait here long enough for her to wake up? Isn't there ammo for it, like, right there? Where'd it go? Not that way. Can I not climb any higher? Oh, I can. Therm G. Is that grenade? Or goggles? Visualizes heat source distribution. Allows one to see in the dark when equipped. Claymores can be seen when used. Okay. Again, the controls are a little weird because, like, you have a dedicated action button. So you don't just like snap onto a ladder. You have to actually consciously press the button when you're nearby. Wet box. Harbor box to transport perishable foods. Wet and weak. Equipped to wear. Oh, come the fuck on. Why was there someone right there?
It's the enemy. I need help.
You know... Shit, really? Okay, that like instantly cleared the alert. And I could get my USP bullets here. Alright. I think that's gonna be where I stop for tonight.
This is the bridge, but it's not just a place where you steer the ship. In a modern tanker, navigational, engine control, communication, and all other major operational functions are consolidated in the bridge. The ship is autopiloted via a global positioning satellite system. This is a precision instrument we're talking about here, so it's probably best to leave it alone.
In other words, there's nothing you could do here with it, so don't worry.
Time to save?
Yeah, anyway, I'm really sorry for the shameful display I'm showing here. I am not used to this control scheme at all.
Another Chinese proverb. Those who look to the heavens prosper. Those who defy it are no more. Do you know this one? The meaning here is... hold on a sec. That you can only survive as long as you're a part of the natural order of things. You remember pre-ripped jeans? Manufacturers thought that just because people loved old, broken-in jeans, they would want to buy new jeans that looked old. So they purposefully...
What do jeans have to do with nature and order?
Denim should fray and rip on its own, naturally, right? Some designers tried to go against that, and no one bought them. The earnings report from that fiscal year is enough of a proof.
Earnings?
It's funny because I have a pair of new jeans that actually have some wear spots on them on purpose. And I thought, I didn't realize that. I wore them for a few days and I'm like, what the fuck? Are these jeans already wearing out? It's like, no, they just came like that. There's just a couple spots where the denim is purposely weaker. For some reason, you hate jeans. That's all I wear. Jeans and jean shorts. That's it. Anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. Obviously, I need a little more time with this to, you know, not be a complete embarrassment of a gamer at this. But I will be here tomorrow and Thursday. Probably more of this on Thursday. Tomorrow, I'm going to do what I was going to do tonight. It may be a one-off. It may not be. We'll see. All I could say, it's an indie game. It's going to be an indie game. And, yeah, should be fun. So, I'm just going to say thank you for coming. I appreciate it a ton. You know, I very much appreciate spending time with people, and especially people that, you know, respect who you are and what you're about. Thank you. It means a lot to me. I will be back tomorrow, as I just said. I am just muting myself. And I'm going to go ahead and raid someone. I'm going to raid Gamerwolf. It's your affiliate anniversary, which, by the way, I forgot to mention, that actually came up for me recently, too. Apparently, it, like, auto-skipped it for me this year. But my affiliate anniversary was when I came home from vacation. So, I don't know. Next year, we'll make a bigger deal out of it. I guess. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen a year from now? Anyway, thanks for coming, everyone. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow with something new. More MGS2 on Thursday. Good night.